What's up, everybody? Bill with Honest Open Permaculture, Hop Farm. And as you can tell, we're back on the farm, back on the homestead. We are back from the Homesteaders of America conference in Virginia. We had a great time. We met a lot of people. We learned some stuff. We brought some stuff home with us. This video is going to be some short clips of some of the speakers that we saw. It's not going to be their whole talk. There's some clips that I got from Justin Rhodes, from Doug and Stacy, from Daryl at the Southern Herbalist. We saw, Sean and Beth of the Independent Farmstead. We also listened to Tim McWelch talking about homesteading and survival emergency planning. We listened to, excuse you, Mr. Rooster. We listened to a lot of Joel Salatin. Also Jason from Sow the Land. He did some digital kind of social media type talk. And also Kaylee, and she was talking about sustainably raising hogs on the homestead. So you guys enjoy these little clips of all these wonderful speakers. And I apologize, it's not going to be their full speech, so you're not going to probably pick up too many good pointers from them throughout this video. That just gives you more reason to come out next year, right guys? That's right, Mr. Rooster. That's right. Tell him. All right, guys, so enjoy.
Without further ado, Justin Rhodes.
I'll plug Premier One again. I couldn't do the kind of farming I do without Premier One. I can't do this homestead, best homestead ever designed without Premier One. So keep that in mind, that when I'm talking about these systems and designing your homestead, a lot of it is surrounding that we have these amazing mobile electric nets that make this possible. So thank you for Premier One for that. Come see us, we'll shake your hand, whatever. Comments, questions, derogatory remarks. There is a complaint department. There's a line outside of it right now. There are these blue buildings just like this. I just went there. There's all the paper you want. You can just write on that, and there's a little deposit hole in there. The complaint department for me or for the wonderful people at Homesteaders of America, feel free. All right. This is the fun part. Get out a piece of paper and write down everything you want to do. Okay? I want to keep chickens. I want to keep devil eyes. I want to keep goats. I want to have some bees. I even want to get an emu like Jake. I want to do all these, blah, 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 blah. Keep going. Just go crazy. What'd you say? Risky. It's risky, he says. Put the risky down, all right? This is not permanent. This is a paper that you could wad up and throw in the paper. One of my first permaculture teachers, Jeff Watton from Australia, he taught me it's a lot easier to mess up on paper than in real life. So have fun with that paper. You can recycle that paper at the end, whatever you want to do. So, write out everything. Now, you like my drawings here? Should I enter that drawing into the fair next year? Maybe. There's a chicken in the front. So, why? Are you laughing because it's missing a leg? Oh no, it's goat's leg. How could goats and chickens work together? Okay. Goats could, in a situation where you have them maybe half in the woods, half in the forest, because they need half of their diet in bramble, going ahead of the chickens. And so they're mowing, because chickens don't like tall grass. So the goats could then become the mowers for the chickens. Okay, where to start? Bill Mollison, the founder of Permaculture, is famous for saying, somebody asked me right out there, meet me, where would you suggest I start? Right outside your door. No, really, I say start with a basil plant in a pot, and then the gentleman finished my sentence. He's like, in the bus. Y'all remember that when we went on the Great American Farm Tour? We couldn't grow anything, so we got a pot at the seed store and put some basil seed in it, put it in our windowsill, got some Velcro so the pot wouldn't fly all over the place. That basil grew up. And somewhere, was it Wyoming, Rebecca? Wyoming. We ate off the land. We made us some pizza. We put that basil on that pizza, and it was wonderful.
Certain ethnic communities will have their herbal traditions and here and there, but you'll have that blending that's really neat in Southern folk medicine. And so for 13 years, we went to the woods. and I tag along, learn plants, and I work with about 4,000 or 5,000 plants now. And I was telling somebody just a minute ago, I said, 35 years later, it's still as exciting as it ever was. I get to go to the woods. I was coming up here from Alabama, 3 in the morning, identifying trees by their shape in the middle of the dark, keeping myself entertained, because there's always something new to learn. And what you find that it's not as hard as you think. There's a lot of skill for getting really good at making really potent medicines out of it. It's not hard. And you never run out of new stuff to learn. We just have to take the blinders off and also lose the fear that you're going to poison yourself. I can poison you out of your vegetable garden just as easily as out of the woods. There are many toxic plants. In fact, kidney beans and lima beans send more people to the emergency room every year than wild plants. Because if you don't cook them at a high enough temperature or long enough and you eat enough, the lectins in it will make you extremely ill.
And without further ado, your homestead homies and mine, Doug and Stacy.
Seriously, without family business, right, and reinvesting back into the community, I mean, that's good stuff, right? A lot of people like to take the money and run, big box stores, people you don't know. You get to look these folks in the eyes, check out their products, give them feedback. They actually make adjustments, you know, just stuff like that, really important to us. So big shout out to all of them.
So you ladies that don't think you can lift up a big log, you can. You just go like this and you can walk away with a huge log.
Just go like that.
It's really easy.
But yeah, so just a big shout out and a big thank you to all the family-run businesses that are here participating in this conference, because they're giving back to you guys, because everything that they do here is supporting you sitting in these seats. So big shout out to them. Make sure you check out all their booths. All right, now you guys know the drill. This is where I do it and everyone doesn't know the drill. One, they're all like, you're gonna say, "What's up, Homestead homies?" after I say 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
What's up, Homestead homies?
Oh, that was beautiful. That's like the best one ever.
On your drinking water.
Play, baby. I got a whole playlist about it. I show you all the process and no one's watching it. That YouTube killed it, you guys killed it. It just sits there, all that knowledge of the whole install, 5 videos, walking you through the whole process, and it just sits dead in our library. And then we come here and she says, "Could you explain that to me?"
And then you get it. You get the thing you really wanted, and then how do you feel? How do you feel? I see a young lady shake her head. How's it feel? The thing you really wanted, the thing you wanted most in this world. You're still unfulfilled. There's still wanting there, right? You still want more. You give more. You just never enough. So this is different from survival and just squeaking by. We have wants versus needs. To survive, you just have to meet your basic needs. You need to keep your body temperature close enough to 98.6 so you don't croak off. You need enough water so you don't dry up like a raisin. You need enough food so you don't starve to death. You just need the basics, and if you get hurt, you need medical care. You know, we obviously need sanitation and hygiene. You know, but that's not that much, really. It's not that much. And when we think about all things,
So happy to have him here once again. So let's give a big round of applause to Joel Fowler.
All right. Well, what a great turnout. Amy is just amazing, isn't she?
Yes.
The whole team is just hospitable, courteous, articulate, sharp, savvy, and all the other great things that you can say. So we're going to talk a little bit about moving the homestead as a business. That's not normally where you start with a homestead, but I find in my travels and talking with people that in the homestead movement, that many people, if they could wave a magic wand, you know, one of my favorite questions is, if time or money were not an issue tomorrow, what would you do? And I find that many homesteaders who start out in that path if they can wave a magic wand and leave their town job and be there full time, would do it. One of the reasons for having a business on your homestead is so that you can use before tax dollars for everything and not own anything and not pay any personal taxes. So whether it's an LLC or a DBA doing business as, I don't care. But the point is, one of the great reasons for a business of any kind is so that you can shield income and you can bleed off expenses as business expenses. I like people when they say, we're going to go out, we're going to start this, we're going to quit our town job. I like people to have 2 years worth of savings in the bank, cash savings, before they make the leap from the city. 2 years. That's ideal. Teresa and I made our leap with 1 year of savings. And it worked out. It was tight, but we lived incredibly frugally. We drove a $50 car. We lived in the attic of the farmhouse. We didn't have any debt, and if we didn't grow it, we didn't eat it. We never went anywhere. We didn't have a TV. Still don't have a TV. That's one of the best things you can ever do for yourself, is to take the TV out and practice your deer rifle on it. Thank you for your time. May all your carrots grow long and straight. May your radishes be large but not pithy. May tomato blossom end rot affect your Monsanto neighbor's tomatoes. May the coyotes be struck blind at your pasture chickens. May all of your culinary experiments be delectably palatable. May the rain fall gently on your fields, the wind be always at your back, your children rise and call you blessed, and may we all make our nest a better place than we inherited. God bless you. Thank you.
I have to supplement my pig's diet is not strictly brewer's grain. They do need a little bit of extra on top of foraging. Some of the things that you want to consider with feeding is barley, alfalfa, oats, corn. I'm going to say corn. I know some people don't want to feed corn. With us and corn, because I breed a pig that's known for its lard, I choose not to feed solely corn. And the reason is because I want that pure white lard. I make soaps, lotions. I want the nice white. So consider corn if you decide to do anything with the fat. Because if you feed corn strictly, the fat could tend to turn that yellow color. So that's something to kind of consider. And also when it comes to picking and choosing the type of feed, look at the protein content.
What are we doing today?
Good.
My name is Jason Contreras from Southern I'm happy that you guys are here hearing me talk today. Today we're going to talk about digital skills for the homesteader, sharing and monetizing things you're doing on your homestead or farm. But a big part of digital homesteading and sharing and possibly making making some kind of income on the things that you're doing. A big part of that is sharing your story. And so I'm going to talk about a little bit about my background. So we're from the Los Angeles area, California. We moved out to Asheville area, North Carolina, about 4 years ago. But our homesteading journey started about 10 years ago when I was diagnosed with cancer. And that kind of just got us a different way of thinking.
Switch to a farm income. So often people will have the mistaken idea that somebody out there can tell them a trick that'll let them, knowing nothing about farming except that trick, start making their whole cash income by moving to the country. And what that's a recipe for is 499 people out of 100 going back to the city in 2 years. The 500 will have had every single duck in a row by accident and have been in the right place at the right time. He'll make a living at it at least next year, right? And he'll write a book and inspire another 1,000 people who don't yet know what they're doing to move. Okay, so you get my picture. One of the things that happens when people say, I'm gonna be an organic farmer and raise food, is that they're imagining they're going to replace their city income with an income from the farm, but they're going to go on having a house economy that looks just like their city economy did. That is, they're going to buy everything they need, right? And so they haven't reduced their household needs, they just think they're going to make their city income in a country setting. Mostly what happens when we set out to do that, even if whatever trick we have works, and like we're the 1 in 500 that are making it, mostly what happens is that in order to make that money, we compromise our organic standards, right? Let's drop the organic word. We compromise our standards. That's because if I have to pay the mortgage next month, I'm going to do whatever it takes to pay that mortgage. So for most of us who already have some responsible way of paying the bills, what we really want is to reduce the bills, move to the country, and have a way better time every time we wake up in the morning. Is this right? Am I speaking for like, okay. So I'm just encouraging you guys to think, if there's a gimmick or a gadget or a trick out there that looks like it's going to take you from ignorant to farmer, successful farmer in 1 year, look twice. Because that's probably not going to happen very often. Just my 5 cents.
Pastured poultry for profits. Pastured poultry for profits.
Exactly.
Yeah, he knows. Get out of debt. America's prison. America's prison is debt. Get out of debt. Work your butt off at your job. Get out of debt.
My question to you is, as a single parent, homesteading is a big dream for me, but I'm a single parent. So what would be something that, you could offer to me to say, it doesn't have to be 2 people working hard to do it. It could be 1 person doing it.
I was a single mom. I had 2 boys before Sweet Maya came into my life. And the first piece of advice that I would have to any single parent is, obviously you understand that your life is harder than if you were in a partnership with someone that would help you. There are things that are harder. But the number 1 piece of advice that I would give you is, do not count yourself out. And do not just sit down and say, I can't, because I
So that was some of the speakers that I got to see while I was at the Homesteaders of America conference. Didn't get to see everybody. That's an impossibility. I couldn't be in 4 places at one time. There was a lot more speakers than that I wish I could have been able to see. You just had to make trade-offs. You want to go see this person or you want to go see this person. And I have to say, guys, we're going to be doing something here on the channel that was inspired by Doug and Stacy on their talk on living in an organic life. It has really nothing to do with the farm. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is right now. Aaron and I are going to talk about it some more, get our plan together, and we're going to let you guys know. And we're going to need your guys' help. We're going to need your guys' encouragement. It's not something we're exactly proud of, but I think it's something we need to tell you guys. So look forward to the next videos, and I'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you know every time we put a video out. Later, y'all.